We all know how important first impressions are. And so, if you haven't been here before, hey, I'm Yocom. I think that first impressions are equally true for video games. So when I started playing Digimon Cyber Sleuth for the Nintendo Switch, I wanted to tell you guys about my first impressions with that game. I was never a Digimon fan. Growing up, there was always that rivalry between Pokemon and Digimon. Seldom did I see a lot of friends who were into both. But I have a friend who my Pokemon is his Digimon. And so we'd always just kind of have, a playful banter about that. Eventually, he recommended Digimon Cyber Sleuth to me. He showed me a little bit of it. He has it on PS4, so he showed me a little bit of it and the mechanics, the battling mechanics. I love that it was turn-based battling, because that's what I'm a little bit more used to playing Pokemon. And so when he told me that the game was available for the Switch, I knew I had to try it. It looked so amazing. The combination of the Pokemon-like elements to it, but also the fact that it was so different with the digivolving and the de-digivolving, the reverse evolving, the mechanic where you can take your Digimon and, reverse evolution on it. Let's try it out. So in the beginning of the game, you choose your character, you choose your name, silent protagonist, very common. What I like though is that this protagonist has a lot more expression on his face when he's interacting with the environment and with other people. So the game starts out where you receive this strange invitation to go to Eden. One thing leads to another, and now you're trapped and you can't log out of Eden. So when my character was trapped in this world, I tried to make it as if, I was trapped into this world, to make it a little bit more of an immersive experience. Later on, you're ambushed by another Digimon. Well, comes to your rescue are other Digimon. One thing leads to another, and you get pretty much your starter Digimon. And I had to choose Terriermon. I had seen him before, the little bit that I knew about Digimon as a kid, and so when I chose him, it made the experience a lot more special to me. I felt instantly like there was a bit of a bond between the two of us because he had saved me, and that right there was an experience that I was not used to in all of my days playing Pokemon. That is one thing that I'm willing to admit, that this game does what Pokemon doesn't. Creating that super immersive experience to get that real attachment to the creatures of the world. So when I chose Terriermon, it was something that was so foreign to me to be able to feel that type of attachment. Something else that was so new to me with this type of a game. I was only 20 minutes into the game, if that, and I was already stuck on where exactly to go. So early on in the game, the map opens up and there isn't always such a clear direction on where you need to go next. Whereas in the Pokemon games, it's typically very linear. As with this game, I was already stuck. Like I was texting that friend and said, dude, I don't know where to go. I've gone here, I've gone there, and I just can't get to the objective point and figure out where to go. And it was that part of the adventure that really drew me in. I'm really excited to see where this game goes. It's so new to me, and I'm really excited to see the other Digimon that I get to capture, that I want to see how they evolve and how I can reroute the direction in which they evolve. And if I don't want to be with this guy, I can de-digivolve and get a different one. Like, it's just so different to me. And I know that I'm late to the game on Digimon, but I was never into it. I was actually arbitrarily against Digimon because I was a Pokemon fan. It's one or the other. And even as an adult, I just didn't want to go onto that side of the Mons. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that my friend recommended this game, and I'm already loving it with its first impressions. Eventually, I want to do a follow-up video where I can give my full review after I beat it. Now, that will be quite a feat to accomplish considering how many hours it takes to beat the game, but that's also part of the reason why I'm so excited, because I haven't found a game like this, or even played a game like this, where it takes so long and there's so much to invest. And I really look forward to holding on to Terriermon and seeing where he goes. Well, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And if you didn't, leave that other option alone. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell so you stay notified on all of my future videos. Alrighty guys, see you later.